Hello everyone, we are back for another golf class tutorial. I wanted to go over club and bag selection here for tour number 6. So let's get into this details here. So first off, I want to go over the courses. Here you can see it's going to be Juniper Point, it's going to be Southern Pines, it's going to be City Park. We're also going to be playing for 30K coins and 60K as a total prize pool. You'll also see those 8 clan points per win that you get from this tour. Now let's talk a little bit about the rules of this, and you'll see that we're going to be playing from the first tee box. The wind could be as low as 1 mile per hour, but as much as 12 miles per hour. So it's pretty much going to cover the whole span. If you guys play tournaments, rookie to pro division, plus just a couple extra miles per hour that you could get on top of pro. Additionally to that, you're going to see just a little bit quicker needle, an extra 15%, almost negligible. I don't even really notice it when I actually play. But other than that, you're going to see that your spin is hidden from your opponent, so there's no shot copying allowed. But other than that, let's talk a little bit about going about setting up your bag. So there's kind of multiple approaches to go about this. So one thing that's good is the fairways are very large, they're very open, and you could very well get away with an extra mile in this tour, especially if you pull out some tightens when you need to and kind of back off the power and just focus on, perfect ball or one ring great balls. This will be a relatively easy tour for extra mile, to probably the easiest in the entire game because the fairways are so large. However, there's certain shootouts specifically that, where your opponent will probably be hitting extra mile and you not hitting extra mile, especially if you're going to go with the quarterback route, like you can see I have selected, and I'll be able to basically almost secure the wind about, a 90 to 95% rate of return over extra mile. There's almost, when I'm looking at some of the Southern Pines holes, there's, 1 or 2 of them in particular, the very long ones, especially if I'm using, no power balls. I can just get much closer than a extra mile is going to be able to on a consistent basis. So for that reason, I do really recommend that. Not to mention, a lot of these par 3s at this lower tour, they're not 3-shot holes. Your opponent's usually never eagling a par 5. 50% or less. There's a couple that are, you'll probably get the eagle, a good majority, but the bulk majority are 4-shot holes. With that being said, we might as well just play quarterback for the accuracy and use, we don't even need to use power balls. We could get away with Marlin. We could get away with, I like to use navigators in this tour. And just the occasional situation, especially if your opponent may have a Titan on and going extra mile. Let's say it's a tailwind, par 5. You might want to try to keep up with your opponent. So you'll go about maybe pulling out a Titan about half the time on the par 5s. Other than that, if it's going to turn into a 4-shot hole anyway, you can easily, in 4 shots, 3 shots to the green, 1 in, get it to, quarterback, wood, and then, iron. It's just focusing on, instead of killing it, just getting it down in position. So those are the type of things that you want to be thinking about. Now let's talk about woods. You can see that if you want to watch these videos, I used Guardian 5. That was just for your guys' benefit. If you get Sniper to an 8, by all means, when it goes up to 62 backspin, that is going to be a deadly club. There's no reason to not use Sniper 8 if you have it. Otherwise, your next best scenario is going to be Guardian. Now, I don't care if your Guardian's a 1, a 2. It really doesn't matter. As soon as it's unlocked, it already comes with like 50 or 60 backspin right out of the gate. So having that backspin, you can just copy my spins and just tweak your ring adjustments. So this is going to be kind of a late game changer club until your sniper hits the point where it's a level 8. The only thing you're ever going to want to touch again is a Guardian. So as soon as you can get rid of that Viper, the better. As I mentioned, as soon as that Guardian unlocks, that's the point that you make the switch. So if that's in Tour 6, hopefully it's already unlocked. You got it in Tour 5, hopefully. And that's what I highly recommend, even if it's a 1, even if it's a 2, doesn't even matter. That's what you're going to want. Aside from that, let's talk a little bit about the long iron. Now, there's not going to be very many long iron shots, but there will be about 2. So a couple of different situations. You can use a Saturn, which is actually a very good club for this tour. So the only thing you're going to forfeit is a little bit of accuracy, but that little bit of backspin boost, especially on the city park shootouts when you get to them, it's going to be clutch. So I do highly recommend using the Saturn. I've been using the Backbone. The shootouts where the Saturn, come into play, there's not very many of them, and, you might not even see it very often. However, probably want to go with Saturn for this tour. But if you're not going to go with Saturn, maybe Goliath, whatever has more backspin. So you can see right now my Backbone has 56. So that's what I've been sticking with, plus the accuracy is so much better. But all in all, especially if you can, concentrate on the perfect ball, you're going to want to go with Saturn for this tour if at all possible. Other than that, short iron, it's barely going to come about that you need to hit a short iron. But whatever, you feel a little bit more comfortable, whether it's Hornet or Thorn, as long as it has about 30 backspin, you can see mine's a little bit light of that right now. Once it gets to about 3 bars, that's going to be the, one that you want to choose. The accuracy isn't as big of a deal as long as you can hit perfect ball. Of course, keep in mind, if you miss perfect ball, there's no way a Thorn's going to go in. There's still a possibility that a Hornet can. So knowing how to interchange between the two could be key, and that's what you want to basically focus on. Now, in Tour 6, the possibility to unlock Endbringer, if you have it unlocked, even at a 1, the chances are it's going to be a very good club. I like for the wedge to go with the most accurate choice. Right now, let's look at Rapier and Skewer. They're basically dead on the accuracy. They're basically dead on the ball guide. So maybe the extra topspin combination or power, these are basically moot. It really doesn't matter which one you choose at this point. 3 versus 8, just flip a coin and you could take either one of these. But just try to, focus on the accuracy number, getting your, perfect balls, and, hopefully stay out of wedge territory. Try to get it on the green if at all possible. Other than that, you're just going to pick basically your longest. This is the very longest tour. It's the first very, very long tour that you get to. So you're basically going to go with whatever has the most range. So you can see my Razor versus Nirvana here is about 16 yards difference. That's the point that I'm going to go to Nirvana. Other than that, we'll just go with Razor until it kind of catches up, top spin and lengthwise. Similarly with the sand wedge, whether or not I go with Malibu or Sand Lizard, they have the same accuracy. Having this little bit of extra topspin, that extra range, could give me a little bit of an advantage. However, around the green with the extra ball guide of the Malibu, so it's going to be about a wash. So it really doesn't matter between these two which one you pick. They're both very equally comparable. It just matters if are we going to be in the green side bunker or are we going to be in the fairway bunker. Throughout the entire videos that you see of my content, I'm not sure I'm in a single bunker. So what I do is I focus on the accuracy. I focus on keeping it out of the sand foremost. I do that intentionally because I know with Malibu, especially around the fairway bunkers, it's basically going to cripple me. So I basically hit the shots that keep it away from the sand foremost. Not to mention, with the quarterback, it almost guarantees that I can stay out of the bunker. So do keep that in mind. Hopefully you guys find this club and bag selection, favorable. Aside from that, you can basically mix it up between Marlin, Navigator, and Titan. Should be the only 3 balls that you should need for this tour. The occasional Quasar as well, just depending upon if you need the side spin for something. But with the extra curl of the quarterback, if you choose to go that route, which I highly recommend, as you can see, that I can just make quick work of this tour. So I do recommend you guys learning the game at a very early point with that quarterback. As you can see, tour 6, tour 7, up until tour 9, we can get through all these tours with that quarterback. So this is a very nice time to start developing that club. So good luck with your guys' tour 6 progress. Let me know how it goes, and see you guys next time. Good luck out there, guys.